today we got our Guan update, as I'll call it, from here on out. So we got the VOD review we're doing and new character review. So we're just going to look at those, see what the VOD says, and then check out the new character who I already saw because I apparently can't escape social media and everyone ruining everything for me. So with that being said, let's get into it. All right, here we go with the video. Sins of Alchemax.
Hello everyone.
Guan.
Here. It's great to be back with you all.
Oh yeah, it's Devil Dinosaur. New hero and a new map. Oh.
Welcome to Season 8 of Marvel Rivals. After Kingpin delivered the tablet, the Gilded Saint kept his word and wiped out the Time Plague in Lower Manhattan. However, the Root of the Lord, Alchemax headquarters, was shielded by a mysterious red colonium and survived the purge. And the energy source powering the Crimson Colonium, a pair of eyes that act as portals to a dimension of pure, and this concussive force. Meanwhile, a distress call has reached the Monster Kingdom. Devil Dinosaur has learned that his best friend, Moon Girl, is being held captive under the strict control of Alchemax. Can the leader of the X-Men finally be returned to the embrace of his mutant brethren? And can Devil Dinosaur, having just escaped the Collector's Museum, save his dearest friend from the clutches of Alchemax?
What's up, Toxic? How you doing, brother?
Get ready for a Dynamite Season 8.
Of course he's the Vanguard.
Devil Dinosaur is officially sinking his teeth into Marvel Rivals. As a Vanguard, Devil Dinosaur brings raw, primal power to the roster, always ready to tear the opposition to shreds. In combat, he relies on his massive physique and a force-field shield to brawl on the front line, using his primal bites to inflict a continuous bleeding effect on targets. When smashing through enemy defenses, he ramps up the aggression. Devil can shred its post-prey and temporarily camp his massive jaws around bleeding enemies, taking them out of the fight with a controlling hold. Upon activating his ultimate, Devil Dinosaur transforms into an unstoppable behemoth. He charges forward, mercilessly trampling all enemies in his path, completely shattering enemy backlines to lead your team to victory. As the saying goes, every kid goes through a dinosaur phase, and we hope your childhood dreams will come true right here in Marvel Rivals.
Is that anything that's ever been said? I've never heard that, not once.
Our all-new Doom Match map, Alchemax headquarters, will be available after the May 28th update. So stay tuned and get ready to storm the gates and rescue Cyclops and Moon Girl.
New accessories.
We've prepared a new batch of adorable accessories for Devil Dinosaur, The Thing, Black Widow, Angela, Hela, Namor, and the Punisher.
Let's go.
This will be released alongside the Season 8 update.
College student perks.
In Season 8, verified college students will get access to a new rotation of 10 costumes and MVPs. We welcome all college students to verify their university email to unlock these exclusive benefits.
PC storage optimization? I don't know what that is. Nothing to me, honestly.
A quick tech update. We've optimized the PC client by separating the high-resolution texture pack into its own standalone DLC. It will still download by default when you install the game, but if you are running a bit low on disk space, you can now choose to uninstall this HD pack separately. Doing so will free up around 35 GB of storage. If you typically play at 1080p or 1440p resolutions, or if you keep your texture quality set to low, we definitely recommend giving this a try. You will save a massive amount of space with practically zero impact on your actual visual experience. Next up, I will hand it over to Zhiyo to bring you all the intel on Season 8's team-up ability adjustments and balance changes.
Hey Rebels, it's Zhiyo. I'm here to introduce the upcoming changes to our team-up ability.
I'm sorry, but every time I see this guy, he just reminds me of like the Asian Sheldon, and I know that sounds so bad, but I can't get it out of my head. We'll continue this. I'm done with my yapping.
Abilities and overall balance adjustments.
Primal Punishment.
Devil
Get
Dinosaur
out.
is the anchor here. The Punisher can request to mount up by accepting the interaction prompt. Devil Dinosaur will let Frag ride on his back. While riding, the Punisher can only use his normal attacks and his short grenade. All other abilities are temporarily disabled.
I had a
In
feeling
exchange,
someone was getting this.
During the ride, the Punisher receives some damage reduction and a percentage of all damage taken, and healing received is shared directly with Devil Dinosaur. In the upcoming Season 8, the arrival of Devil Dinosaur is going to significantly shake up the battlefield.
Without a doubt.
When Vanguards clash on the front line, there will be far more opportunities to initiate attacks and break through enemy formations. To prepare for this evolving combat environment, we've made adjustments across all roles for Season 8.
Here we go with the adjustments. Vanguard.
For our Vanguards, we are further elevating the frontline combat capabilities of Emma Frost.
Thank
Her
you.
telepathic pulse will now decay more slowly after reaching full energy. The cooldown for reprojecting Miles' Aegis is reduced, and her diamond form will offer an even higher percentage of damage reduction. These changes are designed to provide Emma with far more flexible combat choices. Simultaneously, we are giving the Thing a slight maximum health bump, ensuring that he can consistently apply pressure against enemy vanguards through sheer force with his Storm Haymaker. We've also been closely monitoring Vanguard Deadpool's rather dominant performance across rank and pro play. To balance his competitive reign, we will be slightly nerfing the damage output of Vanguard Deadpool's gun form.
Interesting. I didn't really know he was dominating. Duelist, let's go. Let's get some good news here.
Looking at Season 7.5, we observed that the performance of Duelists has been relatively balanced across the board. However, as the meta shifts, we are making targeted adjustments to several Duelists to ensure they remain competitive. Iron Fist will receive a much smoother combat experience. Striking enemies with Dragon Duel will now reduce the cooldown of Dragon's defense by an even greater amount.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
that's crazy.
Mr. Fantastic's soft crowd control capabilities against enemies will be slightly turned down, but in exchange, he will receive stronger overall damage and defensive capabilities. In the new season, Mr. Fantastic will be able to weave freely between the front, mid, and back lines of his team, providing help and protection to whichever teammates need it most. Beyond these two, heroes like Star-Lord, Wolverine, Squirrel, Moon Knight, and Spider-Man will all receive varying degrees of buffs.
Is this real life? These are the characters that needed the buffs. These are the characters. These 5 characters. If I would have taken any characters in here out of all the duelists, it's these 5 I would have gave a buff to. Maybe Wolverine is the exception. Squirrel Girl needs to be nerfed to shit. Moon Knight is already broken, but let's slightly buff Moon Knight because he's definitely not a problem. Spider-Man maybe deserves a slight buff depending on what it is. Maybe like cooldowns get like a slight nerf. And then Star-Lord's already broken his shit because a good Star-Lord could dominate the field. But let's give all these guys buffs. That makes sense. Logic there. Oh, we're not going to talk about anyone else. Great.
Following our recent ultimate ability energy adjustments, both double strategies and triple strategies lineup have carved out their own unique tactical niches. However, relying on the strong baseline support capabilities of strategies, triple strategies comp still boast a very high margin for error and incredible utility.
That's an understatement.
To address this, we will be slightly turning down the baseline support capabilities of several strategists.
Wait, turning down what? Hold on. I gotta read that.
Incredible utility. To address this, we will be
slightly tuning down the baseline support capabilities of so you're making it harder for strategists to support.
Turning down the baseline support capabilities of several strategists. In Season 8, we will slightly nerf Invisible Woman's crowd control abilities. For Mantis, we are adjusting the buffs she grants to her allies, slightly lowering her damage boosting capabilities by adding a new baseline movement speed buff. In addition to these changes, the ultimate abilities of heroes like the Rocket Raccoon and White Fox will also be buffed, ensuring they don't fall behind when exchanging ultimates in team fights. This isn't everything. For the full details of our balance adjustments, please keep an eye out for our upcoming balance patch notes. The hero pick race and win race for Season 7.5 will also be released very soon. Additionally, we are actively monitoring the community's feedback and discussions. Some issues do take a little time to properly address, so please keep an eye on our official channels. As soon as we have the right solutions in place, we will sync up with everyone immediately. Ignite the battle.
I'm sorry. What? What is that? That is the most malarkey I've ever seen. The only thing good that came out of that was Emming Buffa. That's a English sentence right there if I've ever heard one. The only good thing that happened in there is buffing Emma. Everything else was terrible. What? I'm stuck on the DPS, the strategist, or not the strategist. That too is kind of fucking stupid. But I'm more stuck on the duelist buffs. Like, I just don't think those 5 characters needed to be buffed. What? Moon Knight gets banned almost every game. So why are you buffing? That's the problem. If you want him to be more playable, I think you would nerf him at least a slight bit so he's not as dominant as a factor on the freaking battlefield. I don't know what these guys think sometimes, or like where they get their data that requires them to say, we need to buff these 5 extremely overpowered and annoying characters. And that just might be a me thing. Don't know, but that is crazy to me. I don't understand it whatsoever. Ugh.